The long way back to Peel. By the final day, the numbers mattered less than how it felt. But this was a long one. 21.2 miles to get back to the final point.
This stretch wasn't just about finishing the route. It was about everything the walk had taken out of us and everything it had quietly given back. There were moments along the way that had tested us more than we expected.
For me, the hardest part was the pain. Wet feet for 3 of the days walking had left my feet blistered and sore, and every single step hurt. Considering the distances I've covered on foot before, I was surprised. My feet had never been this bad before. Some days the challenge wasn't the distance or the terrain, it was simply finding the motivation to keep going when walking itself became uncomfortable on my feet.
For me, it was different. Knowing the boys were close, knowing we're walking past places where part of me really wanted to stop, pause and take things in, but also knowing we needed to keep moving. Balancing the urge to slow down with the reality of needing somewhere to stop each night.
Walking day after day with just the two of us taught us a lot. Laura learnt that I can chat just as much as she can once I get a word in edgeways, and more importantly, we learnt that we can get through challenging moments together, just the two of us, one step at a time.
The final day turned out to be the most beautiful and the longest of the entire walk. We made our way around the Calf of Man, where the landscape constantly shifted beneath our feet. Rocky ground, onto grassy paths, then coastal tracks with climbs and descents. Literally every variation of terrain the island had to offer, all in one day. The Calf of Man is a protected island area and bird sanctuary, known for its wildlife and open exposed feel.
We stopped for brunch at the Sound Cafe, scanning the sea and cliffs for puffins. We didn't spot any, but it was a much needed pit stop for some lovely food.
The views, the scale of the place and the sense of being right on the bottom edge of the island made every step worthwhile. From there, the path reminded us not to underestimate it, with interesting features such as the Milners Tower at the rugged Bradda Head. The miles ticked by.
What hills we hit today? First towards Bragnicairn, then Cronk Neary. And somehow the downhill was even steeper. It felt worth it though. Sections like Fleshwick Bay felt like you were seeing the secret parts of the island.
As we pushed on during this sunny day, leaving the Calf of Man long behind us, we started looking for Peel, searching the horizon, expecting it to appear, but it never seemed to get any closer.
Out here, the views stretch endlessly, and the walking feels both remote and rewarding. We passed the trig point along the way near Corrins Tower as we embarked over Peel Hill. A small marker, but a satisfying one. Something about it made the remaining miles feel more doable. Pausing every now and then and taking in the views was one of my favourite parts of the trip.
One of the quietest, most meaningful moments came when we passed a plaque installed in September 2016 to honour members of the island's footpath groups. Its verse, on it by T.E. Brown, a well-known Manx poet, had a message that felt especially fitting at this point in the walk, that the real treasures of the Isle of Man aren't found in money, they're found in walking the hills and glens with love, by experiencing the land with your own feet, and by discovering beauty that can't be bought or sold.
And then, finally, we rounded the corner. There it was, Peel Castle, lit by the evening sun, and beyond it the beach, where it had all started 5.5 days earlier. It was the same place, but we were now different people.
After 21.2 miles that day, we were back where we began. Tired, changed and grateful, and completely certain that this was a journey we'd carry with us a long time after the walking had stopped.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of our videos in the future.